Hello, my name is John Stubblefield, and I am privileged to serve as the head of school at Christ Church Academy. If I have not had the opportunity to meet you, I hope that we can connect sometime in the days or weeks ahead. This is really an exciting time in the life of CCA. We moved onto a new campus and into a wonderful new building. And that was the vision for so long for so many people in our ministry. And now that that vision has become a reality, many are asking, well, what's next? What's the future hold for CCA? And that's what I want to talk a little bit about today. I want to share our vision with you. And the best way I can do that is to talk about our culture, who we are and who we want to be. And to do that, I want to first start with a little story. How many of you have heard of Death Valley? The hottest, driest place on the face of the earth. It was named by the pioneers traveling west in 1849. One of them recalled that experience by saying, "Every step I expect to sink down and die." Despite what you may believe, Death Valley, and not Florida, is officially the hottest place on earth. In 1913, a record temperature of 134 degrees was recorded. And in 1972, the hottest surface temperature ever on the face of the earth was recorded at a staggering 202 degrees. According to the National Weather Service, the average annual rainfall in Death Valley is only 2.4 inches. If a bird flaps its wings too hard flying across the St. Johns River, we can get 2.4 inches of rain in the afternoon car line at CCA. But in 2016, something amazing happened. It started to rain. In the fall, heavy storms dropped almost 3/4 of an inch of rain across Death Valley. Now here in Florida, that's barely a passing shower. But in Death Valley, having almost half of your annual rainfall all at once unleashed flash floods throughout the region. And in the ensuing months, the rain continued. Not much, but just enough. And as the weather warmed in the spring, it suddenly happened. The valley, Death Valley, the hottest, driest, most unhospitable place on the surface of the earth, became alive. The valley floor was carpeted in an unending sea of flowers, yellows and purples and whites. It was alive with color that stretched to the horizon. You see, it's called a super bloom. And it only happens when the weather conditions are perfect. You see, the seeds are always there, just under that scorched, dry surface, waiting for just the right amount of rainfall to unlock their potential. Now, you may be thinking, Dr. Stubblefield has lost it. He was hanging out in the new building this summer when they were painting, and those fumes have just scrambled his brains. But I ask you to stick with me for a moment. You see, we all have our God-given seeds of potential, our hopes, our dreams, our passions. And while many people believe that a teacher's job is just that, teaching, I would argue that the main responsibility of a teacher is to build relationships, to make connections with their students, to engage them in the classroom and help them discover their passions, to achieve their dreams. You see, our students, your children and mine, they are much more precious than flowers. They are created in the very image of God. And as Christian educators, we have a great responsibility before God for every child entrusted to our care. So as teachers, we cannot ignore those students who are disengaged. It's not like tending your garden where you just prune away the blooms that are not strong and that are withered. Instead, we must focus on all students, every child, because our commitment, dare I say our passion, is kids. It's your kids. We must engage every child entrusted to our care and help them discover, unlock, and achieve their God-given potential. Years from now, our students will not remember who taught them how to diagram a sentence or do long division or the strategic importance of the Punic Wars. I have 2 degrees in history and I can't remember the strategic importance of the Punic Wars. But your kids will remember who made them feel loved, who believed in them, who encouraged them to achieve their dreams. I still remember the words of my middle school piano teacher. He told me that I would never amount to anything in soccer, that I should just give up playing and focus on music instead. You see, music wasn't my passion though. It was my mom's passion. It was definitely my piano teacher's passion, but it wasn't mine. And those words still sometimes ring in my ears when I step on the field to coach at major soccer events across the country. From the Disney Soccer Showcase to the regional Olympic development programs where we're identifying players for the youth national teams. I still sometimes hear that you'll never do anything with soccer. But I keep smiling and I keep on walking because I hear a louder voice. I hear the voice of a coach who believed in me, who saw potential in me, who invested in my life and said probably 1,000 times, Johnny, you see, he was from Spain and he always called me Johnny. He said, Johnny, be confident in yourself. You can do this. Be confident. I'm here with you. I support you. Now we recognize that life is not always easy. And there will be times when our kids face challenges. There'll be times when they fail. But we want our students to embrace those challenges. We want them to know that we are here to love and support them. We want them, in the words of Teddy Roosevelt, to, if they fail, to fail while daring greatly. To know that if they stumble, we are here. We're going to pick them up, dust them off, maybe even wipe away a tear as we put our arms around them and say, I'm here with you. I support you. Now let's move forward together. And when a student makes a mistake, and there will be mistakes, I've made plenty this week, we're going to say it's okay. You made a mistake, but that doesn't mean that you're a mistake. You're going to take responsibility for it, learn from it, and then we're going to move forward together. Because we love you, and more importantly, God loves you. And He has created you for a great purpose. And His plans for your life are more amazing than you can even possibly imagine. You see, as teachers at Christ Church Academy, this is who we are. This is who we are called to be. We're cultivators, laboring in God's field because the harvest is great. And at CCA, we're building a generation that will change the world. And this is where we need your help. When we ask you to support the annual fund, we're not just asking for your money. We are asking you to partner with us in fulfilling our mission, to partner with us in raising the next generation. And a tangible way to demonstrate that partnership is to make a contribution to our annual fund. Now you may wonder, why does CCA even have an annual fund? I mean, everybody pays tuition, and tuition covers the cost of education, right? Well, actually, tuition only covers a portion of the cost of the great Christian education we provide our students. And when you partner with us by supporting the annual fund, it allows us to go above and beyond. It allows us, with your support, to expand our classroom resources, to provide that continued professional development for our teachers, to provide more resources for our wonderful co-curricular programs, our athletics, arts, and music programs. So if you'd like to partner with us by making a contribution to the annual fund today, you can simply text to give by texting EAGLES to 904-664-0072. If you own a business and are interested in being a corporate sponsor, or if you are interested in other major gifts or naming opportunities, we would love to have those conversations with you. You know, when I look around our wonderful campus and see our amazing students and faculty, I see a super bloom on the horizon. Thank you so much for your support. We are so excited to see how God will continue to bless CCA. Thank you.